Well, I'll give an interesting example from that. In 1952, there was in Russia a serious event, as everyone knows, who knows Jewish history, where the Schreiber were murdered, and she knew those poets. My mother had been associated more on the linker side of the political stream, and she was horrified that Stalin had done that. It was an act that finally she moved on. There wasn't too much movement in the Yiddish writer area, but she was so mad, she decided she was going to call B.Z. Goldberg, who's Shalom Aleicham's son-in-law, and he had a column in the Tog, and said, "Can I borrow your column? I want to make a declaration." And she did. She said, "I will no longer publish my works in the Freiheit. I have told everybody that what Stalin did was a very terrible deed, and I cannot identify with people who still believe in Russia in that capacity." And she actually tossed down the act of making a movement when others still had not expressed themselves. And people were very proud of her. She got phone calls from a lot of people. I remember that day because it was such a special event. Phone call after phone call from a lot of different writers was saying, "Congratulations that you did that." And she never wrote for the Freiheit again, and her works appeared elsewhere. And I thought that was a very courageous piece on her part, because it wasn't just a woman's thing, it was a political message about what she believed was correct and is still correct for those people who still say, "Ot starb der Mensch," who never did anybody wrong. I have heard people say that about Stalin, which is ridiculous. And so the fact was, I knew many people in the Shalom Aleichem houses who were, it was called the Linke Heise. That was one of its extra little pronouns, I should say. And they were, she just declared herself, "That's it, folks. You have to believe what I'm telling you. This is not right." And to this day, I laud her for that. I have been looking for that article. I know it's in 1952, but I don't know where. I spent a whole day at the Evo looking, and I still haven't found it, but there's a lot of newspapers.